When I see artistic kids like Drew Larson, and I read about great artistic people like Grampian, I get more encouraged, more determined to continue fighting. My name is Abdulkadir, and I am the chairman of the board of directors of Parents United Against Autism, a Section 501c3 organization based in Minneapolis. This organization, as stipulated in its mission and vision statement, serves mostly African immigrant families of children with special needs, particularly those on the autism spectrum disorder. Although we welcome special needs kids of all backgrounds, color, and creed. Since the majority of African immigrants in the Twin Cities area are of the East African descent, the membership of this organization and most of its leadership are people from that part of Africa, especially Somalia and Ethiopia. During the last 2 decades or so, we have made Minnesota our home and America our country. We enjoyed the fruits of American citizenship and are well on our way to blend in the mix in the melting pot. We are living the proverbial American dream, sharing America's hopes, and are on our way to building a better future for our families and communities. Towards that endeavor, we wish to ask for acceptance, understanding, tolerance, and goodwill from our fellow Americans. As new immigrants, just like all immigrants before us, we may speak a different language, eat different food, wear different clothes, go to different places of worship, play different music, even caucus at particular social places. But all we are doing is celebrating America's diversity and unity. Today, we are all gathered here to pool our strengths and resources in our fight against autism. On behalf of the Somali community to which I personally belong and the larger African community on whose behalf I stand here today, I wish to extend my sincere thanks to the organizers of this event, the participating service providers, and our legislators for this wonderful opportunity to brainstorm and find ways and means of combating autism. I believe that autism is a contemporary public health crisis, one which calls for concerted efforts and determination in order to find its causes and possible cures before it brings down this civilization. We shall not refer to autism as a public health concern, but rather as a public health crisis. Only then shall we give it the attention it deserves and the resources we can muster. We have to do that now rather than later, because the earlier we confront it, the better. As a community, we have been in the news of a lot recently, and not for very positive reasons. We feel misunderstood, misrepresented, and sometimes even diminished in status when we were portrayed as unsophisticated newcomers who, because of certain beliefs, pose a public health threat. I'm talking about the measles scare in Minnesota and how some travelers from our community allegedly brought it back from Africa. While I am not underrating the seriousness of a measles outbreak, I would also urge our public health officials to engage the community more transparently and address any concerns they may have so that confidence can be built on all sides for public good. I dare say that this community feels shortchanged as far as services through the state and the counties are concerned. We are not demanding for services that are unavailable to other citizens or extra services that are unique to us. All we are saying is that we should get all that we are entitled to, and we need not go through expensive and unnecessary legal tussles to get that. To make it a little bit more clear, our kids on ASD do not receive adequate services in public schools, nor do they get places in specialized centers because of insurance issues or due to lack of adequate places in the very few centers that accept the type of insurance they have. As we all here today strive to bring awareness to the scourge of autism, we should not lose sight of the fact that this is just another disease for which our scientists and universities must find a cure. We can all agree that autism is on the rise all over the world. We can also agree that the most common type of autism is the regressive type. We may have our own different theories of what causes autism, but we can agree that we do not have the cure for it yet. We are therefore duty-bound to seek for the causes and possible cures of this disease. We need research in autism causation because we cannot cure it unless we know what causes it. The whole world now knows that there is autism prevalence in our community right here in Minnesota. Even our own Department of Health admitted that fact 2 years ago. We should therefore turn our attention towards autism causation and not waste more time and resources in determining prevalence. I hope that we can find common ground and determination in dealing with this public health crisis and treat autism as a stubborn, dilapidating disorder that must be confronted and defeated. Thank you very much.